Kirsty TV. I'm here today with my guest Therese Gibson, who is a family nurse practitioner that works in palliative care with people who have a life-ending diagnosis as they transition. I thought it would be absolutely fascinating, as they say death is a part of life, to hear her first-hand experience on that. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here and share some of the experiences and knowledge that I have on this topic.
Well, you have so much, and I mean, it could be seen as such a dark topic, but you were cracking myself and the crew up beforehand with all of your jokes.
Yeah, nursing does have a little bit of a macabre side, and we have to find humor, but you know, it's only in appropriate moments. And
yes.
But there's always a humorous side.
So how did you get into the palliative nursing side of things?
Yeah, the palliative medicine I got into, probably the first patient I ever had was my sister-in-law. And she was 38 and had 3 kids. And she was nursing, and they told her she had a clogged milk duct. And it ended up being cancer, and she died within a year.
So young.
So, and she died at home. And we all cared for her, and there was a HBO movie called Time Flies When You're Alive that was made about that.
And what was your view on life and death at that point?
Well, I always conceptualized that, you know, obviously we live, we grow old, and we die, or we have an accident, and we die early. But to actually see a body transitioning and starting to let go of life, there's many phases to it. And there's just like in birth for most people, you have to have a team to deliver the baby. You need a hospital, you need nurses, you need a doctor, you need your family. And as with death, you have to build a team. You need the same people to help a person leave their body.
So what universal sort of things and themes do you see coming up again and again with the person who's dying?
You know, you see some basic anger at the beginning of their diagnosis. The last ditch 11th hour Hail Mary, I'm going to beat this, and I've quit smoking finally, or a lot of good that's going to do. But I mean, they really do.
So they don't just accept it. There is that
a lot of times you don't accept it. You're pretty attached to your body. So just the concept of leaving your body, where you're going to go, is pretty scary. The other thing that you see is if someone's led a pretty bad life and have done some bad things, they don't want to meet their maker. They're scared. They're like, keep me alive. I'm going to postpone that judgment day, if there is a judgment day, but they're very afraid of that.
So that's the flip side. You not only have family who aren't getting closure, but you have this person that maybe has been a murderer, a pedophile, done horrible things. So how do you feel having to be there with that person for them?
Yeah, in the end of life, they're a human being. Yeah. They've done what they've done. I can't fathom why they did it, how come that happened to them, tragedy or they're being the perpetrator. You just don't know.
Do they show remorse at that point, though?
Some do. Some do, deeply. Yeah. And it's okay. So the thing with palliative medicine is it's acceptance. Yeah. It's pure divine acceptance of that person. And that is what makes for a smooth transition. Yeah. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they smoke. We'll wheel them out with, oxygen blowing out. Let them have it. If they want to eat and we know they're going to have pneumonia, we tell them all the risks and benefits. But food is a big attachment. Yeah. If they want to eat, go for it. Yeah. And of course you get the whole family, though. Yeah. You need the whole family in agreement that are making decisions.
What has this taught you, being around all of this? What have you learned that you wouldn't have believed yourself before?
When people are positive, no matter if they were a bad person, if their family came around and there was a loving, kind environment for the transition, their death is easier. But if everyone's fighting and they're not happy with the nurses, they're not happy with their care, they're not, they're angry at the world, the doctor did this to me, the brother, the mother, everybody's fault.
Unfinished.
Right. Nothing works, it seems like. Nothing. Wow. They have pain. We can go up, sky high on the narcotics. I just
went like goosebumps at that. Because how many families have internal conflict with the brother or the sister? How many of us don't agree how many of us, want to be the boss and make the decisions. And I think that that's a really powerful point.
It is.
So when you let all of that go, that's what helps your loved one.
And those are the miracles that you see, because some of the people that we have seen through our unit have tragic lives, tragic murders, you name it, they have it. And the family comes around at the end. And that room is filled with light. It's amazing, and it's easy to honor that person and that soul.
Wow. And so what did you do with your own father that you think would help other people? Because I know you lost your beautiful father.
Yes, I lost my father just in August.
And how old was he?
He was 99. A calm environment is, very little stimulation, lots of love, and not a lot of negativity. If anything would to come in, people start talking about, family issues, nip it in the bud, because it's done.
Take it out of the room.
Out of the room.
But do you think that that out of the room is enough? Like if the sisters are outside having their fight or their war, and they're not saying anything, do you think that they still sense that there's this energetically a problem?
Yeah, it's a little simplistic to say that, really. Mostly it's education on accepting someone's dying and accepting your futility of any intervention you might have with that individual, and that truly the most important thing is being with that loved one.
So if you had 1 minute and you were on Earth and you could only leave one message with people on this planet, what would you be telling them?
I would have to say, because of so many miracles that I saw through acceptance and loving, because who cares what anyone does? It's none of our business. We don't know why they did it. It's just not our business. They have their own struggles. Just love and accept. And accept their disease process. Don't be afraid of it.
Well, I think that you've just shared some amazing lessons. Thank you so much for being
here today.
I just hope that for all of you watching, if you yourself are going through a life-ending diagnosis and a transition, that you can understand that it can be a beautiful, natural part of life. Or if it's your family and your loved ones, that you understand how important the energy you bring into that room is, how important it is to let everything go and just be there in a space of love and acceptance and make it beautiful, not just for them, but for you. And I hope that we can all say at the end that their death was a beautiful experience. So thank you for watching Kirsty TV. Don't forget to tweet us, to post us, to subscribe on YouTube or comment on Facebook. We love hearing from you, and we'll see you next time on Kirsty TV.